Folks, welcome to Trainwreck tonight. We are live here at Studio D. Tonight in studio, myself, the General, along with No Topher, Maniac, DJ Supreme, and Producer Burrs. Also, we have a very special guest tonight. They call him Donnie Eats. He runs the Buffalo Eats Twitter account. First things first, we got to clear the air. So, if you touch us wrong, we will call the cops. And we will tell the dispatcher, this train never stops. Tonight's show sponsor, D'Agostino's. Why? Tuesday nights, large pizza, $10.95. Let's go.
Not the first time.
So, obviously, the big topic coming into this weekend, New England Patriots are coming to town. The arch nemesis. What are you looking at going into this football game with the Buffalo Bills?
Well, I mean, plain and simple, they've dominated us throughout the Brady era. The only improvements Buffalo has made since Tom Brady became the Patriots QB was basically the hotels that they stay at. I'm looking for tomorrow, or, this Sunday. I just want to see a different team out there. I don't want to be run over by the Pats. I want to, at least hit him in the mouth. I want to hit Brady hard. I want him over and over again. Put some pressure on him and give us a chance.
So we got Jim Nantz, Tony Romo on the call. I think it's the first time that's happened for the Buffalo Bills this season, obviously, with New England coming to town. I don't think Brady, has he ever lost a game in the second half of the season to the Bills that actually matters?
No, definitely not.
It's never happened. A lot of interesting matchups coming in this game. The Patriots are pretty banged up. Buffalo, too, once again. Kelvin Benjamin, probably not going to play.
Our sources say no. He's a no-go for this week, but they are expecting him on track for next week against the Colts. 100%.
What's up with Cordy Glenn?
You need him. You need him for these games. You need to protect Tyrod. You need to be able to run on the left side of the line. That's supposed to be your strong suit for the last 2 or 3 years. You got one of the best running backs in the game in Shady. It's disappointing that you're without someone on the line you're paying $14 million to this year. That's a big part of the team.
So much money, and he's out. It feels like he's out every single week.
Who got?
And we got what? Deion Dawkins. It's tough matchup.
You
with Trey Flowers.
You already know, but he stepped up a lot last week. He did have a costly penalty, I believe it was in the fourth quarter potentially. But with that said, yeah, I loved what I saw from our weatherman. You already know. I think he's gonna be ready to go this weekend. I think Sunday the game plan is the classic tick tick.
I mean, that's what you have to do.
Get the first downs, literally, and I hate to say it, use tempo when you can, but run that clock whenever you can.
You got to keep Tom Brady off the field. Now, you said weather. The Bills are 2-0 against the Patriots when it's 70 degrees or warmer. We get a weather report for this weekend. What are we looking like for this weekend?
Oh, it's like 40.
40, 45,
not good.
Cloudy, no snow.
No snow. You already know, no snow.
So, any other big matchups that come up to you? I obviously think the big one, is Micah Hyde and Rob Gronkowski. He always performs in Buffalo.
It begins and it ends with Gronk. This guy can absolutely take over a game. Brady can stick the ball right on him. If it's in his catch radius, he grabs it. It's sad, but it's true. I mean, you got to find a way. You have to bump him at the line, and Micah Hyde has that game is pretty much just to neutralize Gronk. Maybe we can survive with a touchdown and 60 yards, but you got to stop Gronk if you want to stop Patriots.
Something that you always hear when Tom Brady comes to town is you got to hit Brady. You got to get to Brady. But I was reading a stat this week that he is amazing when it comes to taking pressure. When teams blitz him, his numbers are disgusting.
He would beg you to blitz him. Again, his numbers against the blitz are immortal. It's part of what's made him the GOAT. I hate to say it, but he is the GOAT. It's undeniable. The Bills, like we said last offseason, they've had to have the best quarterback in the history of the NFL in their division for the last 15 years. On top of that, they cheat whenever they can. So it's a very tough combo
They're
to
smart,
deal
though. They're smart, though.
They're smart cheaters. They're very smart cheaters.
Smart cheaters. Now, if you're Buffalo, Rick Dennison has to figure something out this week because the Patriots have one of the worst defenses in the NFL. They've been clearly exposed multiple games this season. And I'm not saying the Buffalo Bills offense is great, but Dennison has to have this team somewhat ready.
I think Dennison was deplorable last week, absolutely terrible. The plan was abysmal. Anytime we needed short yardage, they were doing elaborate plays, and whenever we needed just to keep the ball moving, they were pounding right into 1 or 2 yard losses up the middle. With that said, I think last week the defense got on track. We moved Lorenzo Alexander into a little bit more of a pass rush role than like the passing coverage role, which he does not thrive in. And I think that Dennison is going to sort it out on that side of the ball. I think the key, like I always say every week, get the ball to our X factor, Charles Clay. When he has 5 or more receptions, the Bills are 13-5 since they acquired him. I know that Dennison is going to have a game plan. Frazier's going to have a game plan. And plain and simple, come this Sunday at New Era Stadium, this Bills team is going to be hungry.
I mean, the spread is what? Bills are +8.5. Over under it. I mean, you gotta think it's going over. You gotta think it's going over.
What's that music?
No, I said you gotta think it's going over.
It's going over.
No.
What's that music? Oh my God! Donnie! It's Donnie! Donnie Eats, thank you for joining us, Donnie. Oh my gosh, the legend himself in the building.
Thank you guys for having me.
Hey, we were just talking. The Bills are hungry this week, and you know who's been hungry? All your followers for more tournaments. That's all they say. That's the only trending hashtag I've been seeing around Buffalo recently. Tell us a little bit about what's going on over on the BE side of things.
So this year we started a great/horrible idea of starting these gigantic Twitter tournaments that appear to make people super engaged and love to follow it and vote on things, and a whole bunch of other people who hate them.
Oh, you're right.
hate every result.
All $1 billion ideas at some point are great and horrible. Just to be clear.
Real quick, you gotta love if you have haters.
Yeah.
Haters are the sign you made it. Haters are the sign you made it.
Yes. Yeah, I feel really good about the haters. So in March we came up with the idea of the chicken wing because obviously that's pretty natural. March Madness, the chicken wing madness kind of made sense. It was such a hit that we were like, screw it, we're gonna do it every 3 months.
Seriously.
So June we did pizza, which was even more heated than the wings somehow.
People get nuts about pizza.
People
over
get
there.
really serious about pizza. Now, what do you guys, as far as pizza go? Where would you guys lie on the pizza?
Well,
on the
just like
pizza loyalty?
any food, you know, a lot of location plays into it. I'm over on the west side, so Lenova's easy access. I'm not a big Mr. Pizza guy, not a big Just Pizza guy. I like Picasso's a lot on Transit Road. I am not just saying this. I absolutely love D'Agostino's. Our freaking viewers have watched us pound slices over and over again. It's a professional organization. Of course, you can't beat it. And in the Southtown, I'm a big, what's the top one in Hamburg? I'm losing the name of it now.
Where do you fall on the
Bella Pizza. Bella Pizza.
I'm
I'm a big Bella Pizza guy.
Winner.
Everyone loves Bella, yep.
I grew up in Clarence and Williamsville where the pizza's wonderful.
Yeah.
Pesci's, Pizza Inn.
Pesci's had a weird following. They had like a diehard Twitter
Battle?
Yeah. They were
Pesci's
super
probably
tiny.
nuts. Probably had the internet mafia at your front door.
I mean, there's Mazzia's, Pizza Supreme. There was never really a go-to
Pizza
pizza
Supreme.
place for me,
Yeah,
so I'm not gonna lie, I have to agree. Since moving to cheap to Vegas, I'm a big D'Agostino's guy. It's one of the best pies I've ever had.
So I feel bad. As a Vegas resident, I have not had a D'Agostino. What is that?
D'Agostino's. Okay, we gotta get this guy a pie.
Let's get
Donnie
it.
eats
Diago. What is that?
So Rick, real quick. So you're a cheap to Vegas guy.
I am.
What's your go-to place?
Well, I'm a transplanted cheap to Vegas guy like yourself.
Yep.
But my go-to place is Zaz, over near the airport. It is.
Wow, our D'Agostino's producer in studios is literally befuddled.
So, but the best part is the sign makes it look like no one should ever eat there because it's a busted ass.
That's actually a good sign. They put all their resources into pizza. And everything.
Yeah, but it's a sweeter sauce. I'm on the sweet side, and it's pretty good.
And you drive by that place and you wonder to yourself, how are they still in business?
Yes,
Hey,
exactly. Every time I
gotta
go
give
in
them
there,
credit.
I'm literally the only person there. They have a bar, no liquor license or anything, so no reason for it. But it's really good. I'm actually a fan. That or Yaya's or some shit. I can't remember. It doesn't matter.
So, real quick question for you. With the tournaments that you've had,
Yeah.
have there been any major upsets? Whether it's pizza, wings, anything you've done?
So in September we did like a multi-tournament type of thing where we had no idea for one idea, so we did 4 smaller ones. And for taco, in Lackawanna, Cantina 62, which I barely knew about before the tournament started, somehow pulled away with the victory.
Wow.
It was, that's going against Lloyd, La Divina, Deep South Taco, Mighty Taco, and somehow this place in Lackawanna pulled it off. There was some suspicious voting that went on during that tournament.
People making multiple accounts,
Let's just say, very, in the last 45 minutes, somehow 1,000 votes were tallied.
Let's face it, these places were full, and the owners just went out there, hit your phones now, 5-10% off your bill, 10% off your
Stop
bill.
in free tacos.
So that's the thing that actually happened with the pizza one. Straight up, what is it? Imperial Pizza in South Buffalo had a sign that said "free slice of pizza if you show us that you voted."
Oh my goodness.
People were going all
Tell
over
me that Buffalo Eats is not straight working for the people now and creating deals and literally lowering the price on pizza and other food across Western New York.
Free pizza, free tacos.
Doing what some would say is God's work. Not going to get into it.
That's what I think every morning.
Okay, question for you. And this was from a couple of fans that knew you were coming on the show asked me before. We're on the train. We defile. We like to have a great time. That's what so, is it acceptable to eat where you defile? So, would you go to Encore or Soho or wherever you defile on a Friday or Saturday night to have a meal?
This is a great question. Absolutely not.
Right? Look at the things that go down in those places.
No.
You're sitting near the bar. What just happened there last night?
Yeah, I don't want to eat nachos where Jessica and Sarah were twerking 6 hours ago. No, thank you.
It's nice that some of those places pretend to be restaurants. It's nice that they
honorable.
Yeah, it's honorable offense. We're no, we're not just a place that exists from 12 to 4. We have a real business. But realistically, no one gives a shit about that.
No.
Although I will say Soho burgers are better than I would have expected them to be.
I have to agree
But
with that.
you can do a nice lunch. I'm not gonna go there for dinner.
You can't go there after 6 o'clock.
No.
Right?
Encore's restaurant is literally more a hotel than anything. Our longtime listener, Joe Kostek, JD Kostek on Instagram, actually spent a night there in the front booth. Nobody got him out. Nobody woke him up. Nobody kicked him out. He woke up at 7:22 a.m., walked right out. Oh, no, every door was locked, so he had to climb out a window. This is a factually true story.
Oh
That's
God.
also not surprising at all.
Oh, definitely not. Think about Encore. Those bouncers at 4:28, get me the hell home.
Oh, God.
Alright.
They don't even want to be there when they're actually getting paid.
So, some of the big news that's rattled the Buffalo food, news
Oh,
lately,
man.
Yeah.
and I have to say it, and the South Towners are pissed off, is Bar Bill
Oh, yeah.
from the South Towns coming to Clarence, New York at Main Street. That is big news. Us
huge.
guys from the North Towns, we're loving life, and the South Towns oh, it will never be the same. It's not going to be the original stuff. There's a lot of heat. with
Yeah,
that.
No, it's crazy.
I got people trying to tell me Bar Bill is made because of the people and the atmosphere.
Stop it.
Literally?
Stop it.
Let me tell you that whenever I've been in Bar Bill, I just couldn't feel more cramped and uncomfortable psychologically.
Also-
and the only thing saving me are the good wings and food.
Also, the people, so you either have the customers who are all East Aurora, uppity assholes.
The people who go to uppity assholes. Oh my god, you just lost us all.
Listen, I'm from Orchard Park, by the way, so
Wow,
also
South
more
Towns.
uppity assholes.
We just lost 4 viewers.
No,
Or
or you have the staff who have active contempt to serve you the food at the restaurant.
Yeah, I want to go to Bar Bill and wait 2 hours to have 10 wings. No, I'm sorry.
It's also fucking.
I will give Bar Bill credit. You can buy a mug for $20 and get it constantly filled for 3.
So here's the
That is nice. That's a good
That's
one.
good. Waiting
It is
so
a good move. Here's a pro move. So right next next door to Barbell is ABW, which is Aurora Brewers.
Yep.
Awesome beer store, but they let you drink in the store. Barbell Takeout is right behind it. Call ahead, get Barbell Takeout, bring it into the beer store, and just sit there and drink beer.
Well, now I have to talk about you something, Mr. Donnie Eats.
Yeah.
We do hard journalism here at Trainwreck Sports,
Okay.
and you just no longer than 6 minutes ago said you do not eat where you defile. And
Well,
now you're
okay.
telling me
Okay.
that inside a beer store.
Listen,
Where you're allowed to
I'm
drink.
not
Defile.
I'm getting to the bottom of this story,
Okay,
whether
right.
anyone likes it or not.
He's got a point. Defile.
Okay.
Oh, you defile.
Yeah, the hard pressed believe a craft beer store in Encore, a craft beer store in East Aurora, nonetheless, and in Encore are not the same level of defilement.
Encore should offer craft beer inside. They'd really step up.
Oh, they would sell a total bunch of that.
I said this a couple days ago. There is no reason now to go to the South Towns other than Bill Sundays.
Yeah.
I mean,
See a Bill Southdown, like tourism and travel.
yeah.
All those people who come in from out of town to see like OP, Elma, East Aurora,
All
Eden.
those people.
The Eden Corn Festival, annihilated.
Arcade.
Literally,
Arcade.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Arcade. Dude, Arcade is literally like a South like village.
R.I.P. all those places.
I mean, there's really nothing great about it.
They still send telegrams in Arcade.
All right, Donnie. Obviously,
I've worked
Patriots Bills this weekend. What do you recommend are like the top foods to bring to tailgates? Now it's cold out. Remember, it's December.
This is a big thing.
You can't bring the typical food.
Yeah.
What do you bring to a Bills Patriots tailgate on a Sunday, 40-degree weather?
So I don't get to tailgate as much as I used to, but my go-to method is I go to Spars, which is a sausage shop in the like Black Rock area, and I literally buy as many different sausages as I can, and then just like have a massive grill, and that's all I'm eating is like basically charred meat and maybe some beer. Well, maybe some beer, but like a bunch of I'm done. But
Crazy not to, especially when they're playing the Patriots.
I don't like to get too fancy because if I'm gonna get like hammered by 10 o'clock, like I really can't operate any type of cooking equipment that well. So I need something simple where I can throw it on the grill, leave it, and then come back to it, and then just shove it in my mouth.
Wow. I'm thinking now, like, for the optimal tailgate would be like, you like drink till like 11, and then the back of your bus opens, and like a Benihana comes out. And like the guy's doing the volcano, like train, like with the onions, like and he's like, and he's squirting, he's squirting it right here. Like, that would be a great tailgate. Tell me that would be great if every bus at 11 a.m. had a Benihana
So
pop
the
out.
back door pop open.
Yeah, like the airplane slide opens, like just explodes, like it opens. It's that the stove is already hot. He's already like got his knives out.
I would love to see the parking lots that are like totally cool with that.
That would be awesome. Well, definitely not the grass lot where you actually have to drive in a car and they don't allow walk-ins. You people in the grass lot are so unbelievably pompous, it makes me want to throw up while lying down right onto my own face.
I thought I was going with these words.
No, there's some people that.
No, that's embarrassing.
No.
Think about it. How does that stop debauchery? If I want to go jump through 2 tables and light everything on fire, I just have to drive into the grass lot. But no, we're not going to let people walk in because that could happen.
The fence that they put
Yeah,
up.
totally.
You see holes in it.
Oh my gosh, it reminds me of the Jurassic Park fences. All the raptors, they just try different spots till they get through.
Yeah, and there's ways to get through. Whether you come to on the way south side of that other lot, where you're traveling through those bushes,
Or you have a burner just talk to like the gate, like and everyone's going through.
Yeah.
That's when you
just cause a big scene. Cause a big
Yes.
fist fight. Make something happen.
Yes.
Definitely.
That is amazing.
Okay, so the best dish for tailgates.
I think
sausage.
I think straight up sausage, yeah.
Put me
Peppers, get like a load of peppers on there.
Yeah, if you want to get a nice flat plate on there and throw some peppers and onions, I'm game with that.
Need those for me.
Alright, so you want to talk a little sports?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I know some sports.
So, obviously we're going to talk about, even though we really don't want to talk about Buffalo Sabres. Penguins coming to town tomorrow, home and home. They go back to Pittsburgh on Saturday night. I mean, it's not even December yet. Are we rooting for the Penguins? I mean, that's serious. I'm all aboard. We have 6 wins. We are not even close to the wild card.
2 weeks ago you were trolling. You're actually asking now. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
You were trolling when you were asking go Columbus tomorrow, and people were like half and half. You're legitimately asking now.
Now I'm being serious. We are tied for last place with the Arizona Coyotes, 16 points.
Mathematically, there's almost no way for us to get back into the playoffs. We
the
have to be
percentage is
20 over
ridiculous.
500.
It's not, and when I watched that team Tuesday night with Maniac from Section 206, they're hustling, they're playing hard for Housley, but it's I'm serious. It's
Our
horrible.
followers saw it from our point of view. People are more interested in cleaning out their iPhotos than literally watching the game while it's going
The
on.
Sabres games have turned into like bring your children to.
Yeah,
like,
seriously,
there's
like-
really
Literally looking at their phones.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Literally, it was insane.
so have you guys has the thought even crossed your mind that we already have a horrible contract in Ryan O'Reilly on our team?
Well, there's a bunch of more.
Like we all went from like Ryan O'Reilly is the greatest steal we ever did at 24 years old to now we have him on the hook for like 5 more years at $8 million.
That thought has crossed my mind like a pong ball, just crossing it back and forth nonstop. The two best pong players in the world.
Terry Pagula has a bunch of money.
Hey, as
He's
far as
easily paying Rex Ryan for how many years?
As far as our insider Petty Roosevelt's concerned, Pagula's on the hot seat.
I mean, that's
Hey, we're still working that storyline, okay?
It's so sad. I am a Sabres fan first, Bills fan second. Like the Sabres were my childhood love. Like I grew up with Dominic Hasek posters all over my room.
Oh my god, I had 2 Hasek jerseys.
Yeah, so like I saw the one over there. I really appreciate the go. But I was so excited when we got Jack Eichel. I totally bought into like we're doing this right. We're gonna rebuild, and to see like none of it work out is so sad.
The only thing that makes me feel a little bit better that I know we're in last place is to see Edmonton at third last.
Yeah, they're not thriving with it. Like, oh god, if they were at the top in the league, you would absolutely want to
real
jump
quick,
off the Bank Center.
I'm not joking. I was going to fire on Edmonton to win the West and win the Stanley Cup before the season started. I thought they were going to be for sure
Take
locked.
that next step.
And think of how often Al tells everyone else to fire. The fact that you held on that, the restraint. I applaud you. I'm McDermotting you.
I thought they were guaranteed to be a contender this year. And how are they this
Oh,
bad?
oh,
I
yeah.
just doesn't make. The Sabres beat them on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat them handily. It wasn't like they were threatening the whole time. It wasn't like they had 38 shots to 22 and we snuck by
But
them.
as good as you can feel about that, then you also see like the Toronto Maple Leafs like literally across the
I know.
goddamn
It's
QW, and it's like
tough.
that team's gonna be great for like 10 years.
They're so young, so fast.
You just hope they make
real-
like a dumb like contract decision where like
Wait.
they give Drew Doughty like $1 billion and he's horrible in like year 2 and you're like, oh thank God.
Quick blurb on the Sabres. Daniel Briere, I think, released his autobiography this week.
Stop it, really?
He's talking about like his late years in Montreal. Talking about how before if they had offered him a contract mid-season on that last year of the Sabres, he would have taken 5 for 25.
Let's talk about
He ended up getting 8 for 52. Like so, yeah, like insane. Like Regier and Golisano are looking like the 2 of the 3 Stooges.
Yeah, we couldn't get one of them.
Yeah.
We lost both.
Well, they played it out of order. They wanted Drury. They couldn't get Drury. Then it was too late to go to Briere, and then Edmonton offered Steve Vanek, and we're like, cool. We have to pay Vanek $58 million now.
we
We got so owned. We
got
literally got
so
so owned that offseason in like
I
2 weeks.
I think the thing that goes under reporting though is how Drury just totally had no interest.
Oh,
in ever
Drury
coming back.
hated us. That was the thing. We were in love with Drury after that postseason. He had like a point in every game. Captain Clutch, people were calling him like
that goal of that
the Rangers with 7 seconds. Oh my god, they were celebrating. They celebrated all the way to the Sabres zone. That was the greatest goal I've ever seen.
No hate though. Like everyone
no
still
hate.
loves Drury like with a passion. Like he's like he works so hard. But like also he just totally screwed us.
Oh,
He's
remember
like, screw it. I know you guys are gonna give me the same money. I'm still going to Drury.
Remember when Briere came back and people were booing the shit out of him when he just really loved Buffalo and easily would have stayed here? This is why we can't talk about the Sabres.
Alright,
Let's go around the sports world. Let's see what we got going on.
So, I don't know if you're a baseball guy.
I follow it.
Jennifer Lopez says A-Rod is no question should be the Yankees' next manager. Like, just came out today, like,
Think of how many
What does
sporting
she
events
know?
she's been to. She was a partial owner of the Miami Dolphins at one point.
With
You guys remember that?
Mark Anthony, yeah.
She's
I mean-
big in the sports world.
I mean, it comes out today and says, yeah, Alex Rodriguez, it's no question should be Yankees' manager.
the no question part is
I mean,
hilarious.
it's like, what does she know anything about baseball? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, as a Yankees fan, I'm not totally against it.
See,
I'm
I
really not. I think he's.
I don't know much about baseball, but my understanding was that the Yankees fan hate Alex Rodriguez.
Not all Yankees fans.
Okay.
Trust me, there are some
Because there are some who revered him during the 2009 World Series run. He did perform well.
Exactly.
However, there are those who hold the fact that, like, right when he came to them, they sucked and lost against Boston when they were up 3-0, and specifically in Game 6, he had that event where he knocked the ball out of Bronson Arroyo's glove. Did not rub a lot of the straight shooter New Yorkers. I think it's Aaron's pretty boy. But yes, I think about 40 to 60% approval rating at that time. And I think it's kind of grown over the years. People are seeing him on Fox. People are seeing A-Rod Corp with the computers that aren't plugged into anything. They're loving it. Yeah, they're loving it.
Oh, people love the A-Rod.
Putting the jacket on Poppy. Putting the jacket on Poppy. That was a big move. That was a big move. That was a big move. Wow, if Ortiz was the manager of the Red Sox versus A-Rod, that would be amazing.
And, I mean, Ortiz. I'm not gonna go there. But A-Rod like showing his ring, like literally every pregame show before like the playoffs, he just kept showing.
Like David Ortiz had like 3. That's why it's so funny.
Oh my God!
But is there any indication that he has any possibility of running a baseball brand?
No. There is no indication that he would be good at running a baseball team at all, besides the fact that he played baseball and was a player for that long.
I mean, people think Carlos Beltran's another person that could be a...
Beltran, I believe, because
Yeah.
he's been with, like, so many different teams.
Yep.
He's seen the ins and outs. He's seen how it works the trade deadline. Like, he's been traded so many times and everything. Like, seriously, I do believe that Beltran, just from his career, has such a knowledge of the ins and outs. A-Rod went Mariners, Rangers' biggest contract ever, Yankees, and then he was done.
Aaron Boone? Is there a chance?
No, I
There
can't
it
trust.
goes!
I can't trust someone so irresponsible that they would play baseball,
Basketball
in the offseason after becoming like the greatest MLB player ever with the biggest home run in MLB history.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Final thing.
Let's get back to it. Let's do it. We gotta do it.
This is what
we
has
gotta do it.
blown up the sports world this week. Eli Manning being benched. Thoughts? I mean, are you nuts right now?
I think that like if you're that bad as the Giants are, like, just embrace it. Like the coach McAdoo knows he's getting fired, right? Like he knows he's not going to be around next year. Just like embrace how horrible I am. Do a favor for the fans and get the first overall pick.
McAdoo's like, this is writing. No, literally, but I think it's a terrible decision. I think it's hilarious that people were up in arms about Tyrod getting benched when Tyrod really hasn't proven himself at all. Eli Manning's a 2-time Super Bowl MVP. All of his receivers are injured this year. All of his receivers are injured this year. He's been the only. Yeah, he hasn't played amazing for sure. He's been, one of his lower years, but he's not the reason you're not winning games. The thing that rubbed people away. The reason it rubbed people the wrong way was that they have Davis Webb and they have Geno Smith. Everyone knows what Geno Smith can do. Everyone knows he's Von Poopy. But yet they named Geno Smith the starter right away.
The best part is he played in the same city too. It's not even like this was some other city that hasn't seen Geno Smith.
Yeah, like he came from Seattle or something. Yeah, like no, they literally these are the same fans that are in the same stadium.
Exactly.
He's playing in the same stadium.
You don't have a first round pick like a Patrick Mahomes or even like they're saying Nate Peterman. Like there's no like draft pick from last year. Like let's test him out the last couple games. Like no, Geno Smith. Horrible move.
Apparently they're going to be trying out Davis Webb too, which is why Skip Bayless was rushing to defend the Giants. It was just a Skip Bayless thing to do.
What do you think about the BS notion that they offered Eli to start the
so
game?
ridiculous. And
start the game so we kept the streak, but then also pull him out.
The fact that he turned that down gave me so much respect for Eli Manning because he easily could have said, "Yeah, like start me for a half, and like we'll probably be losing, like we have in all the games, and like you do." Now, with that said, the Giants have realized that as far as tanking goes, they're like up there, like they're ahead of the 49ers now, aren't they? I've seen in the draft. So like they're realizing how high they up, and that's why they really want to get away from Eli Manning. They don't want to risk winning these games. With that said, I mean, who knows? McAdoo has literally gone insane. He's fired, no doubt. Worst haircut in the NFL.
Mustache or
not doing him any favors.
He changes it every week.
He did say fans come out this week and they beat Kansas City, but to be honest, who's not beating Kansas City nowadays? Dream team, Kansas City guaranteed 25th pick or lower.
Brad Ryder said Super Bowl. Brad Ryder said Chiefs Super Bowl.
How many people have thought like the first 3 weeks of the season, like Chiefs look like they're a Super Bowl contender this year?
Buffalo fans should know more than anyone, that until it's like week 15, it literally doesn't even matter. It literally doesn't even matter. The NFL is completely week to week.
Yep. So Buffalo eats. Donnie eats. Thank you for joining us. And I gotta ask you, what is your favorite food?
My favorite
If
food?
you could have any dish in front of you right now, what would it be?
Oh God, that's a hard question.
You give me a main entree, a couple sides. What would that be?
All right, if I'm doing a couple sides, I'm like really into like good Chinese food, not like sweet and sour Chinese food, so to speak. But like, although I will fuck with some sweet and sour Chinese food, but like some nice like Szechuan, like spicy as hell, like really like numbing your mouth, like some. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it, but like some really like spicy chicken or like some pork belly.
Cannot go wrong with Chinese based chicken.
Okay. And then I don't know. I'm
You a big garlic chicken guy?
I've not really messed with the garlic chicken.
Oh, dude, mess with the garlic chicken. Get chicken, garlic sauce, and broccoli.
Yeah.
Game over.
It is like my go-to guilty pleasure is like dirty takeout Chinese.
Oh, well, now, like we said with the Zaz, if you get a Chinese takeaway that looks like dirty as hell,
Yeah.
you're exactly where you want to be. You want the dirtiest Chinese takeout place you get.
Yeah.
That's why I only go to Chinese Kitchen, who 3 years ago were accused of having
Chinese
maggots
Kitchen.
in their food.
That was my go-to place when I lived in downtown.
Why are you guys laughing like I'm like ashamed that was literally on WIVB
Yeah.
with Josh Reed and our other cohorts over there.
Yeah.
You know, we respect their reporting and we're going to be honest with it.
They
Yeah,
call
they
it
have
last week.
maggots, but you know, like our guy Big Sean, who says he can't bounce back.
Question real quick.
Yes.
Don't mean to put you on the spot for this.
Go ahead.
Would you put a poll up on Buffalo Eats? Better pizza in Cheap to Vegas, Zaz, or D'Agostino's?
Yeah, I'll do it. I got no problem.
Oh my gosh, sure right. What we really need
I'm
to
not-
answer is we need a prediction
But you know
from
who-
Buffalo Eats
but you
on,
know who-
on this
You know
weekend.
who thinks so? Like, Chico Vegas got some real strong love for Tony's, which like, it's fine.
And then Macy's down to the
Macy's is okay. Yeah, Macy's gets a lot of love too. We've had some like,
It's a tough battle in Cheap to Vegas. There's a lot of
yeah.
places.
I mean, Chico Vegas is the land of like pizza and
It is.
Italian restaurants and like just like bar food. Like bar food.
that's it. That's all I need.
Yeah.
What's your address? I'll send you a pie. What's your address?
I don't know.
Our JC does corporate employees.
All right, sorry.
All right.
Bills Patriots. Let's take a prediction for this weekend.
Bills Patriots. Oh man. It's
We're
not-
holding you to this in the court of law.
It's not really popular. I'm gonna say Patriots 35, Bills 17.
So the Patriots might as well put Buffalo Eats fucking, life savings on it.
Listen, you
What,
haven't
minus
worked out
8?
for 15
Exactly.
years.
It's all unproven law. I agree.
Until Brady and Belichick are no longer with
By the way,
Patriots.
Degenerate Al loves telling me that he's rooting for the Bills, and then like right after the game, he goes, "Oh, I am loaded on Patriots right before the game." he loves telling me that, and he can't even deny it. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. It's been a winning strategy. Just like when he pounded the Bulls for the first 8 weeks, and I was making fun of him, he was winning money. When you win money at the end of the day, it's like a poker game.
Isn't it like
You can make a raise with 2-6, but if you're the one taking the money down at the end of the day,
Exactly.
who cares?
Isn't the record like 30 and 2
Yeah.
at this
Yeah.
point?
28-3. 28-3.
28-3, and 2 of those wins were over 70 degrees.
Yep.
And they're out.
What do you got? 35-17 for Eats.
31-14 Pats. I don't see more than 2 touchdowns by the Bills. I really don't. This offense, even last week in Kansas City, got nothing done. Until the Bills' offense can prove me wrong and can prove to beat the Patriots, I'm taking the Patriots.
Were your eyes not on the television screen last week?
The defense won the game.
We've got it all figured out.
All right,
We've Leslie has pushed all the right buttons. And you know what's going to take over this game? Are the mitigating factors, okay? We've got a home crowd that can't wait to beat Brady. Now, last year, if everyone remembers, we were too busy focused on trying to set some, sound record or, break the, remember when we were
So
trying to
stupid.
Oh, my God, we're louder than the Seahawks, who have, a stadium that's literally built to keep sound in, so it's not even worth, competing. We're beating him this year. I don't care how many Uggs I have to buy. I don't care how often he sits when he pees. I don't care how much ranch Brady uses when he eats wings, okay? Because when it comes to the NFL, there's only one patriotic team in this league, and it's the Buffalo Bills. Bills 26, Patriots 24, Hauschka at the gun, New Era goes nuts.
All right. And you know what, folks? If you got nothing to do this weekend, and your Saturday's open, check out new Buffalo punk rock band Shambles at 98 Main Street in Tonawanda at Stamps Bar. $5 at the door.
Only $5?
That's it.
Holy smokes.
$5 at
See
the door.
Shambles?
But if you pay the $5, you get $2 drafts. Come have some fun. Let's rock out, have a good time on a Saturday night before the Bills game. That's your pregame for the
You're
Bills
saying
game.
for $15 I can get hammered.
Easily.
Wow.
Easily.
No brain.
Check them
I
out
don't
on,
need a brain to make that decision.
check them out on Facebook if you still use it. Shambles Buffalo. Great pregame spot. They're going to rock the place, burn it down. Good night now.